Neighbors, this is going to be a really quick video with me and Murphy. We're going to be talking about fertilizers and when you need to put it down. So hang on and check out this video, all right? Thank you, Murphy. How's it going, neighbors? In this video, we're just going to talk a little bit about fertilizers, what they do, and why you need to be using them right now in your warm season lawns. All right, check it out. All right, how's it going, neighbors? Murphy and I are here to talk a little bit about fertilizers and why you need to be using them. So I got a couple different options here. Let's take a look. Murphy's checking out a couple of them right now. We got regular Milorganite. You can pick up at Home Depot, Lowe's, any local big box store like that. We got the professional grade Milorganite. You have to go to more of your focused garden centers, if you will, to get that. Locally, I get mine at a place. I shouldn't let that secret out. I might beep that out. Yeah. I just beeped it. This right here is Flagship, and this is from yardmastery.com. And then this is the Scott's Green Max and Vigoro. Home Depot, Home Depot, Home Depot, yardmastery.com. So I get my fertilizers from a variety of different places because I want to try different things and see what works, what doesn't work, and they all work pretty well and pretty similarly as well. One of me and Murphy's favorite fertilizers is the Vigoro that you can get from Home Depot. It's very similar to the Flagship. Each one of these, there's a little secret, and it's called iron. Each one of these have iron in them. Iron's going to give you that dark green. So look for a fertilizer with high nitrogen plus iron. That's going to be a little secret to get you that dark green. The nitrogen is the first number on the bag. So if we look at this bag right here, it's a 3505. So that means 35% of this bag right here is nitrogen. This one says 24, so 24% of this bag is nitrogen. The Scott's is over here on the back, is a 2702, so 27% of this bag is nitrogen. And if you go over to the Milorganite, I think it's a 6. Yep, it's a 640. That means 6% of this bag is nitrogen. Now, what I like to do is use synthetics and organics. So every 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, I'll put down a synthetic high nitrogen fertilizer. That's going to spur the growth on in your grass. It's going to help it green up as well. And then about every 3 weeks, so in between each application of synthetic, I like to put down an organic like my Milorganite or Coop Poop. I did a video on Coop Poop last year you can check out. So I like to mix and match. Other fertilizers like Flagship and a lot of the Yard Mastery stuff has a lot of micronutrients in it. So that's a lot of the, it's not nitrogen, it's not phosphorus, it's not potassium. It's more the small things that make a big difference over time, to put it simply, in your yard. So micronutrients is a really good thing. What you doing, Murphy? Stop, come here. Come here. Oh, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Murphy, let it go. No. No. Sorry, Murphy. So as you can see, you got a lot of different options from the big box stores to online. They're all great. I love Yard Mastery. It was created and ran by a YouTube guy, Alan Hain, who kind of started the whole YouTube lawn stuff. So they make great products, really focused on the do-it-yourself lawn person like you and like me. So when do we want to put nitrogen out on our yards? So let's talk about Bermuda specifically. The time is now. Get the high nitrogen fertilizers down in your yard right now. If you have it aerated, go ahead and aerate. After you aerate, put down the high nitrogen. Now, is aeration required? Absolutely not. It's just a helpful tool to give air and oxygen and fertilizer down into those roots. So it's a good bonus to your lawn program to do about once a year at the beginning of the season. So get your nitrogen down, whether you get it from Yard Mastery, you get it from Home Depot, get you a high nitrogen in the high 20s, low 30s, put it down in your Bermuda and then water it in. It's important to get a good watering in or put it down before it rains so you can get that fertilizer down into the soil and it doesn't burn your grass, all right? So I've never burned my lawn before, and I use a lot of nitrogen products because I water in heavily. So I suggest you do the same. So I'll put down synthetics every 6 weeks and organics every 6 weeks, but allow a 3-week space in between them. Now, have I ever put them down together? Yeah, I do it all the time. But normally I try to put down, let's say I put down Milorganite 1 week. Well, I'm gonna wait 3 weeks and then I'll put down a synthetic. Then I'll wait 3 weeks and I might put down Coop Boob. But I wanna keep the fertilizer, keep the nutrients in my lawn. That's what's important. Now, do you have to use that much all the time? No. You can put down Milorganite whenever you want to. It'll never burn your lawn. So put that out whenever you can and whenever you want to. But make sure you get a good higher nitrogen fertilizer down every 6 weeks. That'll keep that green going. And remember the secret, get some plus iron in there as well. That'll get you that dark green look. So my Bermuda here in May is starting to green up pretty well. Now I'm cutting really at scalp level because I'm trying to get rid of the rest of the ryegrass that I overseeded in. So I've been cutting down at scalp level ever since I started the season, probably cutting about every other day, trying to keep that ryegrass cut down low. But the Bermuda is coming in pretty well. The front yard, you can see this, a few scalp marks, and that's because I'm literally dragging frame on my reel mower to get it cut as low as I can. I got some sand coming in tomorrow. We'll make a video on that and we'll check that out. So Murphy, what do you think? So what have I most recently put down in my yard? I put down the Scott's Green Max Lawn Food. It has extra iron in it. It's pretty high nitrogen as well. I got it on sale on Amazon for about 25 bucks. It's regular $45, $50. So check out them sales, and when you find a sale, grab a few of them. I grabbed me a couple bags of it. So I'll be able to put down a couple applications throughout the season of that. So wait for the sale, look for the sale, and then grab you up some bags of that nitrogen and get it on your lawn and water it in. Am I the know-all, end-all in lawn care? Absolutely not. I'm just a regular guy taking care of his own lawn, just trying to help out, give some information, and let you know what I do. Is everything I do perfect? No, it's not. But I keep a pretty green lawn throughout the year, and my Bermuda seems to be pretty healthy. And this is just the things that I do and the things that I see work. And I want to share them with you, my neighbors, so that you guys can have great green lawns as well. So follow me and Murphy around. We're going to give you a tour of the yard, let you see how it's looking right here in May. And once again, remember, I'm scalping my lawn down almost every mow in the front. The back, I've been cutting it really low. I could probably raise it up a little bit. But in the front, I've been really scalping it down, trying to stress out that ryegrass and get rid of it with this heat. Let's take a tour and see how we're looking. This right here is where I had the install of my French drains. You can see that little lighter colored line going straight to the edge of the property. And this right here is some pea spots from Murphy. We'll talk about that in a later video on our plan to prevent the pea spots. Over here is where we had our French drains installed a few months ago. They're doing very well. This area of my lawn used to be where I couldn't even mow it because it was pure mud. And after those French drains, yeah, I'm able to mow and walk on it. And there's the front yard. Remember, it is scalped out pretty hardcore, trying to get rid of that Bermuda. Trying to get rid of that ryegrass. So that's where you see some dirt spots, because remember, I'm dragging frame. But I'm never worried about the Bermuda not being able to recover. It will always, almost always, recover. Just remember the basics and you're gonna be just fine. The 1/3 rule, never cut off more than 1/3 of the blade. That means if you're cutting really short, you're gonna have to cut multiple times a week. I like to cut at least every 2 days. Sometimes I've been known to cut a 24-hour trim as well. Water, at least 1 inch of water per week, whether that's from the clouds or that's from the ground. Make sure you get 1 inch down. And then fertilize every 4 to 6 weeks, and you're gonna be good. So 1 inch of water, whether from the clouds or from the ground, make sure you get it down. Mow 1/3 rule, don't cut off more than 1/3 of the blade, and fertilizer every 4 to 6 weeks, and you're gonna have a green lawn too. Now check this out. My neighbor didn't make any changes in his yard over there, and he just started mowing twice a week instead of once a week, and he saw a dramatic change in his lawn where it got greener and thicker and better. The mowing is a big part of having a healthy lawn. Make sure you mow as much as you can enjoy it. Now don't make it a miserable chore. Make it fun. Watch what you do and how it changes the lawn, and it'll get more and more fun every time you do it. Keep them green lawns. Let's go. So that's it. That was a quick video. Murphy and I just wanted to show you a few products we're using and encourage you to use them as well in your Bermuda grass. Some of the things we're going to be talking about later on in the year in our upcoming videos is one, I have sand being delivered tomorrow. I'm going to be leveling the front yard, and we're going to be talking about how to control Murphy's pee spots where he's peeing in the yard, and we don't want those yellow spots in there. So we're going to do a couple secret things that hopefully will eliminate the yellow spots in the yard. Until next time, thank you, neighbors. It's a pleasure. Keep that green, nice, awesome yard. I almost forgot. I want to show y'all a new lawn tool that I have. Hold on, let me grab it. I got me a set of power rotary scissors. I took off the weed eater end of my 40-volt Ryobi, and I just put the head right on there. And I've had it for a couple days, and so far I'm loving it. Everybody always has great reviews on this thing, and I really like it. It's super powerful. Can cut through pretty much anything that can fit in those blades. And you can see that they cut like a scissor action. So it's like a reel mower to a weed eater, right? So it cuts a scissor action. I'm just going to use it to edge up my yard and cut them high parts of the Bermuda. So let me show you kind of what it does here. So I can just glide it over top. Or I can take it along the edge like this. And get a really nice edge on there. And I can also take it along the top so I can get them sprigs. And it just kind of glides along. And it just kind of glides along the top there. But these things have been really great. And like I said, I've only had them for a couple days, but they seem awesome. Now, one thing if you do order them that I didn't know, I talked to a buddy of mine in the neighborhood that has one, is you order some grease with it because you're going to want to grease them right off the bat. And then pretty frequently throughout, there's a couple grease ports in here. You can see these. There's 2 grease ports on either side, and then there's one right there in the middle on the right side. You need to keep some grease in there, keep these scissors cutting smoothly. Now, is this a tool that everybody needs? No, it took me a while to pull the trigger on them because they are pretty expensive, But if you've already taken your lawn to the next level, you've got a reel mower, you're ready to really sharpen things up, then these would be a pretty cool tool to get. Now I might do a deeper dive on these in a later video. If that's something y'all want to see, put it down in the comments. Murphy. Oh, Murphy's going after the Amazon guy. Come here, Murphy. Come here, Murphy. Let's see what we got here. Come here. How's it going? You doing all right? No, Murphy. Appreciate you, man. All right, see ya. Come on, Murphy. This right here is the grease I picked up for it. Got it right off Amazon. The top of the nozzle will go right into the grease fitting and you can squeeze it in there. Super easy to use. So if y'all are interested in seeing a closer look at these power rotary scissors, put it down in the comments. I'll do a more in-depth video. But for now, I just want to show y'all that I got them. I'm pretty excited. And man, it was so easy to hook up on the Ryobi here. It took me literally a couple minutes, if that. Do you see how quickly that took care of it? Like it was nothing. Now I'm not going to be using it to bush hog and everything, but it seems like it can if you wanted to. You see how quickly I was able to clean that up? And that's an extreme situation, so. So that's a little bit of the rotary scissors in action. So far, I'm a pretty big fan of them. I've never heard anybody talk too much trash about them, and I've been liking them so far. I'll give you an update in later videos. See y'all next time.